Okay. So, yeah, I just pierced my ears. Oh, look at that. Pierced my ears. And how about this way? Oh, yes, this. Oh. Yes, ears. That definitely does make me look more feminine. Yes, you pierced my ears. It wasn't that expensive. It was only like $21.95. Well, so pierced my ears. It's my mother. Anyways, into the job center and did my usual job searching. My mom's putting my clothes in the closet. And I gotta learn to do things for myself. I gotta learn to be an adult. I'm still like my mom's doing cooking my food, washing my clothes. Oh my god. Anyway, yes. Yes, you pierced my ears. Yes, I like it. I like it. Yes. So I might get a better earrings after. I think you gotta wear them for a while, and then I'll get some fancier looking earrings. That's all I wanted to say, and all that, and. So, I guess another issue I gotta work on is I gotta learn to love myself, because I have a lot of problem with that. I have a lot of self-hate issues, and like today when I was walking out, like when I was going to the job center, I was feeling kind of dysphoric because I was looking at myself in the mirror, and I guess if I was wearing clothes which was sort of like, not really feminine clothes, like, and I don't know, I just feel like a guy wearing makeup or something, and I feel like so shitty, and so that was so shitty. I think I would probably feel better if I start wearing skirts and shit when I go out. Skirts and blouses. Because sometimes I feel sometimes I get those dysphoria blues. It's like, even though, like, I have made so many changes and developments, like my, cheeks and all that, I mean, I still feel like, sometimes, I just feel like, oh God, this is like, am I ever going to, pass, am I always going to look something like, I mean, when I started transitioning, the idea of passing wasn't, I don't know, I didn't really think much about it, but now, as I've progressed, I think passing seems to be like more important to me. I don't want to. The fact of the matter is, if you pass, you're gonna have less troubles in some areas. Like, people aren't gonna look at you weird or whatever. Those kinds of things really bug me. Anyway, but if I pass, then I might get harassed or whatever. But other than that, I mean, oh God, I mean, yeah, passing is important to me. I just realized that passing is important to me, and yeah, it's something I gotta work on. You know, I guess it can't happen overnight. You know, it's gonna take some time, but I do realize that it is important for me to pass. I mean, you know, that's important to me. I'm not saying it as a general thing, but to me, yeah, passing as a woman is important. And the funny thing is, like, you know, in my application for this legal college thing, I just finished it. Saying got my transcript certified by the Justice of the Peace, and so again, my mom did it. She went and, anyway. So I mean, she took it to the Justice of the Peace, and yeah. Anyway, the application, it says, "What's your gender?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna, you know, if I put female as my gender, you know, that's my gender. I mean, fuck, I'm not gonna. I mean, I am not gonna put male as my gender." So I wonder how that application is going to turn out, because I mean, to change my gender, you know, with the you know, there is a sort of the Australian government published some kind of oh yeah, look, it's called the this was published in July, what is it, July 2013, so last year, pretty recent. It's Australian government guidelines on the recognition of sex and gender. And let's see, what the hell? Oh, page number 4, proof of sex and gender, or amending sex and gender in government records. That's at the federal level. That's okay. This is what it says. Where a person requests the sex and or gender information on their personal record be amended, or where it is necessary to verify a person's sex and or gender to confirm identity or determine eligibility for a service or entitlement, the Australian government will recognise any one of the following as sufficient evidence of their sex and or gender. So they use this word sex and or, like sex or gender, sex and gender, anyway. So one of these sufficient evidence, A, is a statement from a registered medical practitioner or a registered psychologist. And number 6, you know, there's a sample statement. A valid Australian government travel document, such as a valid passport which specifies their preferred gender. So in order to get the passport, you actually need to amend your records. You actually, this is the funny thing is, in order to amend your gender, no, in order to have your gender, your preferred gender, in order to have your passport issued with your preferred gender, you need to get the statement from a medical practitioner, which is kind of weird. An amended, so that's B. Number C is an amended state or territory birth certificate which specifies their preferred gender, a state or territory gender recognition certificate, or yeah, this is for people born overseas, or recognized detailed certificate showing a state or territory registrar of birth, deaths, and marriages has accepted a change in sex, will also be seen as sufficient evidence. So there are 3 ways to amend your sex and or gender. So the statement from a registered medical practitioner, so I can go to my psychiatrist. Heck, I think I can even go to my GP, because he is a registered medical practitioner. Or you get the Australian passport with your preferred gender, or you get you know, or you go get a certificate from, you know, an amended birth certificate or a recognized detailed certificate, gender recognition certificate issued by the Registry of Births, Deaths and Marriages. So I think for me the easiest one is to just go and get a statement from a registered medical practitioner. So I think I'm going to go to my psychiatrist. I'll be seeing him next month, so I'm going to try and tell him about this. And number 22, it says sex reassignment surgery and or hormone therapy are not prerequisites for the recognition of a change of gender in Australian government records. So that's very clear there. Sex reassignment surgery and or hormone therapy are not prerequisites for the recognition of a change of gender in Australian government records. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the next three parts they talk about in a conflict in the documents. I guess when you're progressively amending your records, some of the records might contain your old gender and some of them might have the new gender. So they're saying the most latest one, latest one should contain the preferred gender. So there you go. That's I guess they issued this because there were all these people were having all these problems, because they wanted to travel overseas to get gender reassignment surgery or whatever. And so there were these cases where people were having issues with the government, and there were these tribunal decisions which said, So I guess in order to, this is like their policy, because they didn't know how. I guess there wasn't any official kind of policy on how to deal with transgender or intersex people. This is also for intersex people. But no, so this is, last year it was published. So that's good. So yeah, that's why, I'm just going to put female as my gender. And, I am on hormone therapy, but unlike New South Wales, you need sex reassignment surgery, which is kind of vaguely defined. I guess if you have an orchiectomy, that would qualify as a sex reassignment surgery, as that lawyer told me when I went to see him. So yeah, so I just put like female as my gender in my application. Actually the application was no, I put in the main application and also this request for government assistance to pay my fees or whatever. I put female as my gender because that's what I identify as. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. And I don't know if because the closing date for that course is the 18th of August, so that's the coming Monday. And I'm not sure if I told my mom to post it. I'm telling my mom to do everything. My mom buys my medication. I don't leave the house because I'm like, I don't want to leave the house. No, it's traumatic. Anyway, so what will I do? God, I gotta learn to stand on my own 2 feet. Yeah, so I applied for it online, but they sent me a letter yesterday to return some documents like my academic transcript and change of name certificate copy of those, and the application for the fee help or whatever. And in that I put my gender as female. I also put my gender as female in the original online application as well. So. I also had a passport size photograph, and I look like a fucking guy in the photograph. I'm like, God damn it! Where the hell are these photos? I don't even want to show it. Where the hell is it? No, I don't want to. Maybe because my jaws, because she told me to put my thing there, and the way she took the photo, It's like my jaws were like so masculine. Like here, they don't look that masculine. They're much more like this shape. But there was like really like, it was showing my jaw in a really masculine way. I was like, oh. My mom said, I don't, in that photo, I don't look like a man or a female. Male or female. I look androgynous or something. Anyway, it's not a big deal. Anyways, trials, the trials and tribulations of a transgender trans woman. In yeah, I'm getting more confident in that. I'm getting more confident. Like, yeah, this is who I am. You know, initially when you transition, you're like, the confidence is like, but the more you you know live as this person, no, like I'm like, you know, yeah, this is who I am. And I guess this is why these documents are important, because they're, you know, having legal documents which confirm your identity and gender is sort of it gives you rights, it gives you legal protection, but it also gives you a sense of validity, you know, like validation, or like you're a citizen and you're not some kind of invisible person or whatever. So the legal stuff is important as well. Anyway, so yeah, it's me. Oh, you stupid thing. Oh, here it is. Oh, I'm showing my freaking photo. What I look like. Fuck. Look at that. Look at that. What the fuck is that? Does it look like me? Oh my god. Look at it. I look like a... Jesus. I don't know. Look at that. I'm like... Man, my face is so masculine looking. Because of this. But look at my jaw. Yes, I do have a bit of a jaw here, but you see, it comes like that. It's not. It's more rounded looking. You see, but the way, I don't know why it comes like this. Like,